Hello, Kinder. Welcome to your Read Aloud time with Miss Santana. Today we are going to go over some power words. We are going to reread our 3 poems that we read yesterday, and we're gonna we're gonna practice stop, think, and say, do I understand what's happening in this poem? Okay, so our first word that we're going over is our word clue. So go ahead and say the word clue. Awesome. A clue is information that helps you find something or solve a problem. Okay? So a clue is something that helps you find something or solve a problem. I looked very closely for a clue to find the missing lunchbox. Okay? So you can see the little girl is looking for clues to find that missing lunchbox. Also, when I ask you what you think this book is about, you are looking for clues in the pictures to figure out, what can this book be about based on the clues that I am getting? Okay, so clue. Our next power word is mistake. Go ahead and say it. Okay, when you make a mistake, you do something the wrong way. Okay, so when you make a mistake, you do something the wrong way, but that's okay. My teacher told me it's okay to make a mistake as long as I try. Okay, so it's okay to make a mistake as long as you try, because when you make a mistake, you can only get better. Okay, our next power word is puzzled. Puzzled. Okay, so think about when you are using a puzzle, it's a different word. Puzzle and puzzled is a different word. So think about that. So go ahead and say puzzled. Awesome. If you are puzzled, you are not sure what to do. So another great way or great way of saying puzzled, or another word that you can use to say puzzled, is kind of like confused. Okay, so puzzled. The girl is puzzled by the game she is playing. So she doesn't know what to do, kind of like our other word, stuck, right? Our other power word, she's stuck. She doesn't know what to do. She might be confused. She is puzzled. Okay? All right. So now we are going to go ahead and reread the poems that we read yesterday. But remember that today we are going to be stopping, thinking, do I understand what this poem is saying? Okay, so we're rereading to understand the information just a little bit better, because great readers always reread their books to get more information. Okay, so we are going to start with our poem Puzzled. Okay, and so remember, now you know that puzzled, not puzzle, puzzled means that you don't know what to do. You're stuck, you're confused. Okay, so listen as I read, because after that I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to stop and think, did I understand this? Okay. Puzzled. Do you just want to quit sometimes? Too hard. Too hard. These pieces don't fit. I'm puzzled by this puzzle. I really want to quit. Don't give up, I tell myself. Keep trying, you'll do fine. Look for all the clues you can. Color, story, shape, size, and line. Take a breath, I look again. Colors match, I see a square. The pieces fit together. They go there and there and there. So easy, so easy. I did it. Puzzle's done. I'm ready for another one. I want a harder one. Okay? All right. So now I want you to think. Who is the girl telling not to give up? So in our story, our character, she says, don't give up. I tell myself. Who is she telling not to give up? Think. We're stopping, we're thinking, and we're saying, who is she telling? Like, do we understand who is she telling? Don't give up. Yes, she's telling herself not to give up. She's encouraging herself not to give up. And in our book, it says it. Don't give up, I tell myself. So she's telling herself not to give up. Okay. So now we're going to read our next poem. And remember that our next poem is called Oops. Okay? Oops. So again, remember to listen carefully because we are going to stop and think. Do we understand this part of our poem? Okay? Oops. Anna dropped some crayons. She broke her favorite blue. Jamal was counting cups for juice. Oops, he left out 2. Michael overwatered our avocado tree. Now it's brown and droopy where green leaves used to be. Our music teacher missed a note. He played a silly tune. Our principal said good morning when it was afternoon. Oops, oops, oops again. Oh, for goodness sakes. Don't feel bad. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. So, I want you to think in your brain. Who is making mistakes in this poem? So think. Who are some of our characters that were making mistakes in this poem? Okay. Yeah, so we have Anna. She dropped the crayons, right? And then Jamal stacking the cups and forgetting 2. And then we have Michael. And if you don't remember the names, that's okay. So many characters. But the boy that watered the tree too much and then made it droopy and the leaves got brown. And of course, our music teacher who missed a tune and then it kind of hurt the students' ears. Okay, so there are so many characters making mistakes in this poem. And now I want you to think in your brain, why is it okay to make mistakes? So think, why is it okay to make mistakes? It is okay to make mistakes because, so say it out loud. Say it to your mommy, to your daddy, to your family member. It's okay to make mistakes because, awesome. So now I'll say mine. It's okay to make mistakes because when you make mistakes, you learn how to do something better. Okay? So now we'll read our final poem, and it is called Quiet Place. That one was our short one. Remember, it was 1 page, and it was super short, so you have to pay extra close attention. Okay? Remember, once we're done with the poem, we're gonna stop, think, and say, do we understand this poem or this part of our poem? Quiet, please. Being quiet isn't easy, isn't it? Gab, gab. Giggle, giggle, psst, psst, wiggle, wiggle, cough, sigh, hiccup, sneeze. Teacher asks, quiet please. 1 more giggle, 1 more sneeze. Eyes on your teacher. Quiet please. Okay, so what do the words gab, psst, giggle, and wiggle mean in the poem? Okay, so in our poem we say gab, giggle, psst, wiggle. So I want you to think, what do those words mean in our poem? Okay, so let me reread the little part right there. It says gab, gab, giggle, giggle, psst, psst, wiggle, wiggle. What do they mean? Yes, you're right. Those are the things that the kids are doing. So they're giggling. They're going like, they're going psst, psst, because maybe they're calling their friend. They're trying to get their friend's attention. They're wiggling. Okay, so maybe they're wiggling on their seat. So they're all actions that the students are doing. Okay, the only one that I'm a little unclear with is gab, gab. Okay, so maybe they're like tapping something or touching their face or making a sound. They're making some sort of, they're doing something that is making those sounds. Okay, so those are sounds or things that their students are doing, motions. Okay, so good job, Kinder. Remember, when you're reading your books, always make sure to go back, read them again a second time, even a third time, because sometimes there might be information that you missed, okay? And if you read it a second time or a third time, you can learn more. Remember, you stop and you think, do I really understand this? Or what did I miss in the story that I didn't know about before? Okay, good job, Kinder. Give yourselves a big round of applause, and I will see you next time.